Hello, you little ticker talkers. Here's your bubby. And today we're gonna make pesto. Now, pesto can be used, I don't know if you know, but you can use it by itself in pasta. It makes beautiful pasta. Or you can use it for dip. You know, you can dip your bread in it on the table. You can use it in any Italian dish. Just take a spoonful and use it in it. So we're gonna make it today from scratch. Now, what I have over here, I hope you can see it. You can't. This is my homegrown basil. And I grow basil in my backyard, and everybody should. So there it is. Oh my gosh, you can see it good from over here. I should have brought it. And what I've done is I've taken all the leaves off of the branches and I have dried them so that they're dry. I don't want them real wet when I do this. Otherwise it kind of taints or it dilutes your basil. So what I'm gonna do now, I have garlic, fresh garlic here, 4 cloves. You can see the batch of basil that I have here. And I have my blender, and I have salt, just plain old table salt, and I have Parmesan cheese, and I have pine nuts, and olive oil. And I love the extra virgin olive oil, okay? And if you can get it from Italy, it's the best. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do half of this at a time because I wanna be sure that I get the right amount of oil with the leaves. I want it to be a certain texture, so I'm only gonna do half because then it's easier to correct the texture the second time. So we're gonna do half. I've got a cup of Parmesan cheese, so I'm gonna use half of it right now. And I've got 2 cloves of garlic in my blender. And I'm gonna, this is actually 1/4 of a cup of pine nuts. So I'm gonna use half of those in this batch. And actually it's probably gonna take about a cup of olive oil to get the right amount or the right consistency that I want. I want it kind of thick. So I'm gonna use about a half a cup in this just to see how it goes. And I'm gonna use a little salt. Now, I'll be right back because I'm going to blend it up and we need to hear this and you can see what it looks like when I come back. So I'll be right back. Okay, here I am back. I put the basil into the blender with all of the ingredients I showed you. Remember it had 2 cloves of garlic, a half of a cup of Parmesan cheese, about a half a cup of olive oil, and all of that basil. And I blended that up really good, and a little salt. And then after it got real nice and creamy, then I put in some more and did the same thing over again. Now this is kind of thick, and that is how you want it. When you use this, you use it by the spoonful, 1 spoon at a time into your cooking, when you're cooking, or however you want to use it. Now, as you're going to store this, don't fill your jars completely up, because now we're going to put olive oil. We're going to just add olive oil on the top. Now what this does is it helps it preserve it, because now we're going to put this in the refrigerator and it will last in there for a long, long time. So now I have it all jarred, ready to go in the refrigerator, and when I want to use it, I take a teaspoon out at a time. For the basil, the pasta, you'll see as you're tossing how much you want on it. It's absolutely delicious. That's your bubby's olive oil. Your bubby's pesto, and she's got 2 nice jars. This will last a long time. I'll probably give 1 to my daughter and save 1 for myself. That's all there is to it. Okay, you guys, until next time, this is your bubby saying, here's looking at you, kiddo. Make some pesto.